Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. Now it's going to be Fernandez. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hunter makes the grab, one away. Perez now at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering misses down and away. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Matlock now just 1 out away. Dixon at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Matlock is just 1 strike away. Ball game. A strikeout finishes off the latest win in Leroy Matlock's historic streak. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Sanders. Matlock back to work. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Leroy Matlock had an incredible reputation among his teammates and opponents. He showed up on a lot of all-time Negro League rosters, including one from Oscar Charleston, who was himself one of the greatest players ever. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice job by Matlock to get the better of Buck here. Smith at the plate now. That's ball 1. In there at the knees for a strike.
After the career he had in Pittsburgh, it's nice to know that Leroy's legacy lives on there. He's part of an exhibit at PNC Park that honors the Pittsburgh Crawfords and Homestead Grays.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now the center field. Fielder Newman. That clips the zone. Strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Back here at Forbes Field, bottom of the 7th. Buck Leonard digging in now. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Curve in the dirt.
1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Perry in the box now. Takes strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike. Burns up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a miss. And a count even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs. Slow roller to third. Taylor tosses to first, and the inning is over. High pressure spot here for Leroy Matlock with the bases full and nobody out. Now here is Murray.
It's 0-1.
And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Now Matlock only needs 1 out to escape this bases loaded jam. Glass swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. The unflappable Leroy Matlock takes care of business and escapes unscathed. Mason swings through it for strike 1. And that is out of play. This one in the air center field. Bell gets under it. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Leroy Matlock working in a tight spot here with the Crawfords in danger of surrendering this lead here in the 8th. And now the first baseman, Burns, swings and misses. 0-2 now.
I think Leroy Matlock belongs in any discussion of the best lefty pitchers in Negro League history. He could go toe-to-toe with Andy Cooper, Bill Foster, Sam Streeter, or Lefty Tion for sure.
And Dixon hauls it in for the out. You know, with Matlock's short but brilliant career, I'm reminded of another great lefty, Sandy Koufax. Both of them had so much respect from their teammates and rivals.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to Oscar. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Sutter digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-2's the count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Little stands in now and watches strike 1. Trying to bunt his way on. And a foul ball. Matlock is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Leroy Matlock punctuates the win with a strikeout. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Cool Papa Bell. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Go ahead run on base. Taylor will hit next. Payoff pitch. Line drive, and Bell kicks it into high gear. Could be extra bases. Throw cut off to third. In there safely. And the batter now. Cut off, throw to second, the tag, and he's out. Go ahead run on base. Taylor getting ready to hit. Line drive, and Bell kicks it into high gear, and that gets down into the gap. Runner around third. Relay throw. The tag out.
You're out.
Go ahead run on base. Taylor now at the plate. Line drive, and Bell kicks it into high gear, and it looks like trouble. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Safe. He scores. Nobody runs like Cool Papa Bell. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. This one in the air, right field. Turner under it. So bases all loaded up. Here's the center fielder, Oscar Charleston, and that's in the dirt.
The story about Cool Papa Bell striking out Oscar Charleston is even more amazing when you realize it was actually in Bell's professional debut. He struck out Charleston and Ben Taylor back-to-back. Quite a way to start your career.
Singy Bell had such a good knuckleball, it would cross up his brother Robert, who caught him when he was young. Robert told James only to throw it when they absolutely needed to. 2 outs, bases full. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. all loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Got him. Cool Papa Bell leaves him loaded with the strikeout. So 2 down. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Hardliner. And what a play! Ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. On the ground. Now a chance for Cool Papa Bell. This one's hammered, and you can forget it. Cool Papa Bell with a big-time home run. So the lineup flips over. Cool Papa Bell digging in now. Drake back to work. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
With a lot of Negro League done if baseball was integrated at the time. Cool Papa Bell hit almost 400 in interracial games over the course of his career. It didn't matter who he was playing, he always excelled.
Swing and a miss.
No
You
ball,
brought up
2
Bell's
strikes.
success in games against white players, Singy. Hall of Fame third baseman Pie Traynor said he could have made the grade easily and that he could steal a pitcher's pants. Another player said he must have had wings on his feet. And the 0-2. Into center and a base hit. Make it a 2-hit ball game for Cool Papa Bell. We go to the bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. Outside low, and that is ball one.
We don't really have an accurate accounting of how many bases Cool Papa Bell stole. Not every team in the Negro Leagues kept track of stolen bases, so they just went unrecorded.
The wind and the pitch. That one not close, and it's 2-1. Not a lot of doubt that Bell stole a lot more bases than he got credit for, but we do know that in a game against a bunch of white all-stars, he stole second, third, and home on 3 straight pitches. Not many players with. Bottom of the first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Foul ball there. In the air, left field, down the line. Harvey makes the catch. Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. Here's the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab. And we're back. And now Cool Papa Bell. Swing and a ground ball. He'll do it himself. One up, one down. Cool Papa Bell digging in now. Thompson back to work. Sliced hard but foul. And a pitch. Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. Liner, base hit. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Smoked on the ground, a second. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. Fought off foul.
We don't really have an accurate accounting of how many bases Cool Papa Bell stole. Not every team in the Negro Leagues kept track of stolen bases, so they just went unrecorded.
Up the middle, makes the sliding stop. The throw, and they get. And now the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. The other way, and foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. The throw in, and he's out, trying for two. On a line out towards center. Hunter right there to make the grab. And there's two away. On the ground. Slings to first, and they get Bell for the out. Out number 3. Thompson back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hunter brings. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Cool Papa Bell. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Line drive. Waters. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And a foul ball. Bell blasts this one deep to left. Raging back towards the wall. And he brings it in on the warning track. Hit in the air left field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Back to the top of the order now. Next to hit, Cool Papa Bell. That one ripped. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. All right, ready to go here. Here's the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. In the air, right field, Bradley. Hauls it in, and there's. Now at the plate, Cool Papa Bell. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. Ready to go. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Back to the top of the lineup at the plate, Cool Papa Bell. Miller back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Judy Johnson was the best defensive third baseman in the Negro Leagues, and he said if Cool Papa Bell hit a ball to the left side that took more than one hop, there was no way to get him out. Judy said you might as well just hold the ball.
Gets it to first, and they get Bell for the out. And the pitch. And takes low for ball one. When Cool Papa got inducted into the Hall of Fame, he thanked them for letting him smell the roses while he was still alive and called it the biggest honor he ever received. But he always said the biggest thrill of his life was seeing the big leagues integrated.
And his 97 for the Homestead Grays, but lost the batting title to Monty Irvin because he took himself out of the lineup for the last few games. Cool Papa wanted.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. And a foul ball. On the All right, ready to get underway. And now the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Cool Papa Bell digging in now. Miller back to work. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Bradley makes the play. And there's one down. In the air, right side. Bradley on the move. Makes the catch for the out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Sanders puts it away, and that'll do it. Here's the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. Fouled off down the right side. Ripped to right. Bradley hauls it in. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. And right. Okay, all set to go. And now here is Cool Papa Bell. Liner. All right, ready to go here. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swung on, belted. Newman giving chase. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. He's in there. And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns.
You know, Norman Stearns sometimes had a different explanation for how he came to be called Turkey. He said it was because he had a potbelly as a kid.
Yeah, the batter now, Turkey Stearns. This one lifted in the air, left field, Glass. Leading off, Turkey Stearns. Stearns tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. And misses inside. In the air to left down the line. And that drops foul. Here's a 2-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Fouled off left side.
That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. And that's a double. Runner at third with one gone. And here's the slug. Turkey Stearns. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one.
0-1.
Take a look out at the right field wall here at Mack Park. It was no joke. Turkey Stearns used to say that wall needed a tall fly ball if you were going to hit a homer.
0-2.
Satchel kicks and delivers. That one almost got him. Struck him out looking. One down, runner at third. Stearns, the next to hit. Grounder off the pitcher. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Throw to first, and he gets back safely. Page back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Page winds and fires.
0-2. Ball.
That one the other way. Puts it away for the out. Well struck left field. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Here's the left fielder, Glass. And here it comes. Hit in the air out to center field. Turkey makes the catch. Now the throw home. Fires to the plate. Got him. Turkey Stearns with a laser to cut down the run and keep the Stars in front. Bases loaded for the Stars, and here comes the big bat of Turkey Stearns. Armstrong back to work. That one ripped, but foul. Turkey Stearns was an absolute extra base machine, leading the league in triples 6 times and in homers 7 times. No other player in baseball history has even done it 5 times each. Bases loaded, nobody out. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate, and fouled off. And that is out of play. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Next pitch is outside. Swung on, belted. That's back. And it one-hops the wall around third. The relay, he's in there. 3-run score. It's 3-zip. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Armstrong back to work. On the ground to short. Murray slings it across. One away. Bottom of the 6th. On a line. Could be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and now just a 2-run deficit. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Chance for Turkey Stearns to do some damage for Detroit as he digs in here. That missed inside, and that's ball 1.
Turkey Stearns' rivals were amazed he hit as well as he did. Jimmy Crutchfield said he had a batting stance that you'd swear couldn't let anybody hit a baseball at all, but you couldn't criticize him for it when he was hitting everything they threw at him.
And that one becomes property of the beast. Scoring opportunity for the Monarchs as Turkey Stearns steps to the dish against Leon Day. And that one fouled off.
Turkey Stearns carved out an incredible legacy in Detroit, especially when you consider that the addition of Negro League statistics to MLB's record book in 2024 put him in the top 7 in career batting average, slugging percentage, and OPS.
The 0-2 pitch from Day.
Ball.
Sutter on third. Rogan over at second with one down. Almost got him. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're up by 3. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Day comes to the plate. Out towards right center field. Smith gets under it. And that is that. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's all they'll get. Chris, you brought up Turkey's legacy in Detroit. I'd say it's between him and Ty Cobb for the best outfielder ever in that city, even ahead of Al Kaline. That's the kind of player Turkey Stearns was. To third. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
I agree that Turkey's.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 3. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Turkey Stearns steps in with a chance to pad the early lead for KC. And there's a strike.
Turkey Stearns and the Detroit Stars played at Mack Park through 1929, but a fire burned down the grandstand. They moved to Hamtramck Stadium in 1930, and Ty Cobb threw out the first pitch at the first game there.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. In comes the runner from third. It's 2-0. Oh, he throws it away. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And it one-hops the wall. That makes it a 2-hit ball game for Turkey. Oscar Charleston stepping in now for the Crawfords with 1 gone and a runner in scoring position. Down the line. Sanders flying after this one. Oscar Charleston stepping in now.
There are a lot of stories of how good Oscar Charleston was, Boog, but here's one stat that sums it up pretty well. He's the only player in MLB history to win the Triple Crown 3 times. The only other players to even do it twice are Rogers Hornsby and
one out, runner at second. Oscar Charleston will hit next. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Gets to it with a slide.
Out.
Nicely done for the out.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
And now the lefty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Swinging a foul straight back. And now the 0-1. Tapped softly on the ground. Whips it to first on the run.
Aye. 0-1.
Swing and a slow roller. They get one.
Out.
Double play.
Out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Oscar Charleston stepping in now for the Crawfords with one gone and a runner in scoring position. That one fouled off. And the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Out to short. On to first. And they get Charleston for the out. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's carrying. Go away! Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Sanders grabs it on the run. Throw comes into third. Oh, back to work.
0-1's the count. Hey. 0-2's the count.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. That one lifted to left. Makes the catch. Out number 2.
Ball in. Hey. 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Hit on the ground. Stepping in, Oscar Charleston. First offering, and it just misses.
There are a lot of stories of how good Oscar Charleston was, Boog, but here's one stat that sums it up pretty well. He's the only player in MLB history to win the Triple Crown 3 times. The only other players to even do it twice are Rogers Hornsby and Ted Williams.
The last 2 of those Charleston Triple Crown years you mentioned, Singy, 1924 and 25, he was playing for the Harrisburg Giants, 2 hours east of the Philadelphia Phillies, who were finishing second to last both years, when they could have had an all-time talent leading them if not for segregation. Left-hand hitter waits. This to third, fair ball. Oscar picks up the single, and now it's a 2-hit ball game for him. Here's Martin Digo stepping into the box. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He hangs on. What an incredible catch from Oscar Charleston. Chance for the Hilldales to break it open early with Oscar Charleston digging in, and 2 runners on with nobody out. Miller back to work. Just missed.
In 1921, not only did Oscar Charleston win the Triple Crown playing on the St. Louis Giants, he led the league in steals too. Only one other player ever did that, Ty Cobb in 1909. But Cobb didn't also lead the league in doubles and triples like Oscar did. Unreal.
He's got it. Both runners tagging. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Oscar didn't stop dominating once the 1921 season ended. The St. Louis Giants played a 5-game interracial exhibition series against the Cardinals, and Oscar hit over 300 with 2 homers, 2 triples, and 8 runs batted in. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Boog, you mentioned Oscar's incredible performance against the Cardinals in 1921. The team had never won the pennant at that point, and it took them another 4 years to do it. If they'd been willing to sign Oscar, chances are it would have happened sooner.
This one is crushed, and it's going to go. Oscar Charleston with a no-doubt home run. Here's Oscar Charleston to the plate with a chance to make this a big first inning for the Crawfords. Check swing, he held up, and that's ball 1.
Oscar Charleston didn't just star on that 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords team. He was the manager, too. He skippered the team to the Negro League's World Series title, out-managing the great Martin Digo along the way.
Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate. And a base hit right there. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
That 1935 series had one of the greatest groups of talent ever. Pittsburgh had Oscar, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, Judy Johnson, and Leroy Matlock. And the Cubans had Martin Digo, Rap Dixon, and Lefty Tion.
Don't forget that Oscar had that incredible 1935 series when he was 38 years old. You know how many other players have batted .300 and hit 3 homers in a World Series at that age, Singy?
I think just 2. Let's see, Johnny Mize and Willie Stargell.
That is exactly right. Both those guys are Hall of 2 on, 1 out. And now Oscar Charleston.
Ball.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as they score a pair on the play.
One-oh. Ha!
Glass over at first with 1 away.
1-1.
On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. On the ground to second, might be 2. Flips it. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and they get Charleston for the out. De Los Santos back to work. Right side. Over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Inside, almost got him. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two on, 1 out. Ripped on the ground to second. Now 2 away. Here's Oscar Charleston to the plate with a chance to make this a big first inning for the Crawfords. And ball 1.
1-0.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Oscar Charleston didn't just star on that 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords team. He was the manager, too. He skippered the team to the Negro League's World Series title, out-managing the great Martin Digo along the way.
2 on, 1 out. Pitch misses
ball.
there. Now 1-2.
One
That
ball,
1935 series had one of the greatest groups of talent ever. Pittsburgh had Oscar, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, Judy Johnson, and Leroy Matlock. And the Cubans had Martin Digo, Rap Dixon, and Lefty Tion.
Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Both runners tagging. So up next, Oscar Charleston. And he grounds one to the right side. Fernandez fires over to first. And they get Charleston for the out. Oscar. Charleston stepping in now. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
That's too low. 1-2 to count. On the ground, right side, Fernandez. In plenty of time to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Silva back to work.
Hee-haw! It's 0-1.
Now the 0-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
One-0.
Headed towards the corner. And that one becomes property of the beast. Now it's Oscar Charleston trying to bring home the winning run for Pittsburgh against the legendary Martin Digo. Lifted to left, and this should do it. That's the ball game. Oscar Charleston digs in against Martin Digo with a chance to win it for the Crawfords. Tap foul at the plate.
Game on the line. Oscar Charleston with a chance to tie it up, facing off against Martin Digo. What a tremendous matchup right here.
Base hit center field. The run scores from third, and they cut the lead to 2. Oscar Charleston steps in for the Hilldale. bases with runners at the corners and nobody out. A big opportunity. Bell back to work. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. The 0-1. Liner, and this could be trouble. One runs in. Headed for the plate. In to score from first. It's 2-zip. Foul ball there. Here comes a pitch. Cut on and lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Gibson back to work. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Chet Brewer, one of the best pitchers of the Negro League, said he loved to pitch when Oscar Charleston was playing first base because Oscar was so strong that he could take a new baseball, turn it between his hands, and open up the seams.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball.
Oscar was definitely feared for his ability just as much as his strength. Connie Johnson, who later pitched for the White Sox and Orioles, said he'd come to bat with the score tied and they'd walk him. I wondered why until one day they pitched to him and he hit it out of the park. That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Fought off foul.
It wasn't just Negro Leaguers who knew how good Oscar was. In 37 games against white major leaguers, Boog, Oscar hit .355 with 10 homers, 7 steals, and 38 RBI. And he wasn't facing scrubs either. He got his hits off of Bob Feller and Walter Johnson and homered off of Lefty Grove and Grover Cleveland Alexander.
And base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Charleston digs in now. Bell back to work. McDonald, the runner at third. Glass at first with no outs. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Go away. And he deals.
Counts 1-0.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Base hit center field. In comes the run from third to add on. On the ground, 2 ball. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2. Base is empty, 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Oscar Charleston. That one pushed foul. To the right side, Little. Throws to first. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Bell back to work. Line drive, base hit. Run scores. Oscar Charleston steps in for the Hilldales with runners at the corners and nobody out. A big opportunity. That one is absolutely belted. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. And it hits the base of the wall. To second now, but he's safe as a run scores. Bell back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. To the right side. Burns takes it himself. One away here in the fifth. Benjamin back to work.
Yep,
well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and, of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. It's a double for Charleston, his second extra base hit in this game. Here's the great Oscar Charleston stepping in for Pittsburgh to face Bill Foster. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Oscar Charleston was as great a manager and scout as he was a player, Boog. When he was running the Brooklyn Brown Dodgers, he recommended a catcher to Dodgers general manager Branch Rickey.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Oscar Charleston now at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off left side. Here's the 0-2. Chases in the dirt. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. And it goes just foul. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Bell coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. On a line, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Gets under it and pops it up. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And he dodges that fastball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the third inning. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Now Taylor. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
The term two-way player really doesn't capture how spectacular Bullet Rogan was. Bob Feller said he could do anything. He was one of the best black ball players I ever saw. And Feller barnstormed with just about every Negro League star.
Jones stands in now, looks at that one inside. Just about the only thing Bullet wasn't the best at was managing. Chet Brewer once said he wasn't a good manager because he was such a great player himself. He thought it should be easy for you. He didn't know how great he was. Glass now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
First team Bullet played on was the 25th Infantry Wreckers in the U.S. Army, and there are actually box scores for a lot of his games for that team. Over 4 years, he went 36-3 on the mound while batting over .350.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Bell makes the grab on the run. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Hughes. And that one wrapped foul. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And now the right fielder, Smith. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. And that's down and away.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
1-2 is the count.
Here's the center fielder, McDonald.
Ball. Here, what? 1-1.
2 outs, base is empty.
1-2.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Here's Bullet Rogan for the first time in this one, and a chance to do some damage. Rips one to right, and a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away. Miller back to work. And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And that makes it a two-hit ball game for Rogan. Big spot here for Bullet Rogan and the Monarchs in a serious jam in the ninth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Murray. That clips the corner. Got him. Rogan with the heater for the K. Glass in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining. Late on that fastball.
No ball.
This could end it. Swing and a miss. And that's the ball game. Bullet Rogan up now with a chance to break it open early for Kansas City. Base hit, one run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. Safe.
He's in there. He's safe.
Between 1924 and 1925, Bullet Rogan was as good as you can imagine a player possibly being. He won 36 games against just 8 losses, batted .380, tossed 41 complete games out of 50 starts. And that one fouled off.
When Bullet got inducted into the Hall of Fame, his son said he didn't know if his dad had thrown as hard as Satchel Paige, but when Satch was on the mound, he needed a designated hitter. When my dad was on the mound, he was in the cleanup spot.
And that's in the dirt. And a count 2-1. One person could tell you how hard Rogan threw. Monarchs catcher Frank Duncan. He'd buy 2 steaks before catching Rogan and slip one into his catcher's mitt for protection. After 5 innings, the first steak would be shredded, and he'd switch to another one. Line drive, caught. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bullet Rogan digging in now. That's to third. Sutter. Two on, one out. Bullet Rogan getting ready to hit. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run's in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2. Kirby back to work.
0-1. No balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Here's a tapper towards short. Perry zips it to first, and one away in the top of the third. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1's the count.
Not close with that one. 1-1. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The throw is wild and it gets away. Bullet Rogan just 1 out from getting the win for Kansas City. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Martinez. Swing and a miss at the curve for strike one.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Rogan is just 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that'll do it. Monarchs looking to add on to their lead as Bullet Rogan digs in with 1 out and a runner at third. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
Not a lot of players can claim the championship success that Bullet Rogan had. Not only did he win a Negro League World Series with Kansas City, but he won a title for Almendares. In the Cuban Winter League and multiple championships in the California Winter League.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Throws to second. And he's out easily. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And that one fouled off. You mentioned Bullet's success in the California Winter League, Singy. He went 42-14 in his career there and had a record 52 complete games, including 1 win where he shut down Hall of Famers Jimmy Fox and Al Simmons. The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And first offering is fouled off.
Going back to Bullet's time with Kansas City, don't forget that his first season, they had one of the all-time great starting trios in their rotation with Rogan, Jose Mendez, and John Donaldson. That's an incredible group right there.
Zips it across, and Rogan is set down for the out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Bradley going back, couldn't get to it before. And strike two.
0-2.
Slow roller up the middle. Perry on the run, throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Bullet Rogan digging in now.
Hey, ha! 0-1.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Go away! Bullet Rogan to the plate now, and he's looking to knock in the runners from second and third. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One run's in. Now the second run is in. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Now he can't get back to the bag. Oh, no. A huge base running mistake there. Right, back to work. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
It really is a pity that Bullet Rogan didn't get to play in organized professional baseball until his late 20s. Given how dominant he was right away, he could have had many more incredible seasons in the Negro National League.
Throws to second. The tag, and they cut him down going for two. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Line drive, base hit. One down. Jackie Robinson, the next to hit. He swings and misses at the First pitch, 0-1.
You know, you hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4-sport star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hines sizes this one up, and there's 2 down. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackie Robinson. Swinging a foul out of play. 1 out, bases empty. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1-1.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next to hit, Jackie Robinson. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. That one the other way. Fitzgerald whips it to first. And that is that. Ray back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. Sends it to first. In the air, right field. Yastrzemski makes the grab. 2 down. First and second. No outs. Robinson digs in now. Ripped to the right center. And that should be extra bases. Muncy on his horse around third. 1 run across. 2 runs are in.